Hello and welcome back to Too Many Books. My name is Sean, and today I want to talk to you about Do Unto Others, this tiny little book by J.F. Gonzalez. I mean, seriously, it's the size of my hand. This was published originally as part of Thunderstorm Books' Elemental Chapbook line, although I don't know if you can necessarily call this a chapbook. It's really more of a novella in tiny little book format. What I have here is the paperback edition. I know there was a signed edition, 52 copies. I don't have that one to share, though. But anyways, let's dive in. Do Unto Others is the story of Jim, a father who is just having the worst time imaginable. He's been laid off from his job. His daughter received cancer. They thought they beat the cancer, but the cancer is now back. His family is struggling financially. His marriage is therefore kind of on the rocks due to the strain of the other stressors in life. And Jim finds himself working as a bartender in a fancy little country club when an offer presents itself. One of his patrons, a wealthy older woman, approaches him at the bar and offers him a job for $3 million. The job is simple. He has to lead a man of Christian faith. I mean, Jim himself is a man of former Christian faith. His faith is a little bit shaken based on past events. He's not really sure if he, still believes in God. But he is to lead another man of Christian faith to his own sacrifice. He is to basically help sacrifice another man. He won't take part in the sacrifice himself, but by leading another man to this sacrifice at the hands of the satanic cult, he will be rewarded with $3 million, which would very much help all of the situations that Jim has found him in. If he doesn't want to help, then he is threatened with the thought that his daughter's cancer could worsen. And so, well, that's a pretty downright sinister premise for any short story. I mean, it seems like a very dark kind of Tales from the Crypt type of story. And I will say, despite the fact that it has this haunting Danielle Sarah artwork, and despite the fact that, it deals with literal human sacrifice at the hands of Satanists, this isn't actually a horror short story. I mean, yeah, the horror elements are there. I mean, the Satanism, the sacrifice, but you don't really get to see those. Instead, Do Unto Others is actually a character study into the mind of Jim. I mean, most of this is him dealing with the thoughts and the feelings around whether, him wavering on whether he does it, whether he doesn't do it. What should he do? Should he try going to the cops? Should he try exposing this satanic cult? How does he grapple with these conflicted feelings? How does he keep it from his wife? How does he keep it from his family? The opportunity does arrive, where he could take care of everything with his family and take care of his daughter's cancer, but at what cost? Is it worth making the sacrifice of literally knowing you're sending another human life to the sacrificial pit, so it were? And I gotta say, it's a really good character study. I mean, yeah, if you are going in looking for some Jeff Strand brutality or some sort of kind of splatterpunk satanic offerings, you're not really going to get it with Do Unto Others. I mean, it is a very slow-paced read. I mean, it's a very quick read. I mean, this is, just 150 pages with a very small trim size. You'll blast through it in a single sitting if you want to. But it's not a high-octane read. It's very much internalized as he continues to struggle, as he tries to make a decision for himself. Other factors arrive that might sway his decision. It's very much an emotional roller coaster within the mind of Jim. So if you are looking for a satanic panic sacrificial short story, this isn't necessarily it, but if you want to read a fascinating short story into the mind of a man who is at wit's end and given this absolutely crazy opportunity, then you should definitely check out Do Unto Others. If I do have to have one complaint about it, it would have to be the ending. There is and maybe I missed something. If you've read the short story and you feel like I missed something, by all means, let me know in the comments below. I'm not going to spoil the ending here, but there is a bit of ambiguity. He kind of finds himself between a rock and a hard place. He kind of finds himself wavering between two possible outcomes once he's getting down to the wire of the last chapter. And the last chapter seems to present him with taking both outcomes. I'm not going to go into any details. It doesn't really explain the aftermath of his actions. It's a very more ambiguous ending, which was a little disappointing. I mean, I'm a big fan of having closure, and while you can definitely infer there to be closure from, how you read it, I personally didn't find the closure there that I would have wanted. But overall, I was thrilled with the whole read. I don't know too many details about Gonzalez's life. I know he passed from cancer himself several years after this novella, or long story really, was published. This was published in 2010. He passed away from cancer in 2014. I don't know how long he had been battling cancer. I don't know if there's some sort of, autobiographic aspects to the cancer side of this story, or if it was just horribly prophetic of him. I don't know. But diving into Do Unto Others was a fascinating read. So if you're looking for a quick character study about a man at wit's end, given one hell, no pun intended, one hell of a way out, then check out Do Unto Others by J.F. Gonzalez. As I mentioned, this was published back in 2010, both as a trade paperback edition and a signed hardcover edition. Hardcover is not going to be much bigger than this one, both by Thunderstorm Books. When I looked online, I couldn't actually find any imprint copies on the secondary market. The last Elemental book that I reviewed, The Third House by Andy Dean, you could find paperback copies for like $10 to $15. I couldn't find any additional paperback copies online for this one. I didn't dive into in too much depths there, so I suppose if with a little digging, you might be able to find it. But it is widely available as an ebook for like just a few bucks. So if you are looking to check out the copy of Do Unto Others by J.F. Gonzalez, you might have to stick with the ebook, or with a little patience, you can find yourself a paperback like this. Or with a lot of patience, maybe you can find one of the signed hardcover editions. But anyways, check out Do Unto Others by J.F. Gonzalez. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel here. I do at least one book review a week with plenty of unboxing videos in between here and there. I've been on a little Elemental kick. So, I just did The Third House by Andy Dean. I just did Do Unto Others by J.F. Gonzalez. I'm moving on to another Elemental book that is now in my reading pile as well. So be sure to stick around for that. But anyways, check out Thunderstorm Books. Check out the works of the late, great J.F. Gonzalez. And we'll see you around next time.